From these live pictures from Sky Fox, Stu Mendel. So you've had some time. Have you heard anything else as we're looking at the SUV that carried Tiger Woods earlier this morning?
Well, Marla, nobody's giving us any kind of official information, but we do look at accident scenes all the time up here at Sky Fox. And one of the things that we were talking about is this on the north side, or the side of the Hawthorne where you're going uphill, and that was one of the things we were so concerned about. A lot of times we can see a debris field, and this time we found one as well. It appears. We are by no means an accident investigator, and by no means condemning or saying what went on down there, but from the evidence we're seeing down there on the road, this is going to be Hawthorne Boulevard, and you can see that that vehicle was traveling downhill, and somewhere right there at that intersection, that's when it all kind of starts. You see some debris on the road right there, some of that wood chips kind of thrown out, but then as we pan along a little bit, you can actually see spots that the fire, that they actually were evidence. They're on the road. Those are parts of the vehicle as it was coming apart right there, and then basically hit that hillside, probably started to roll several times, and look how far away this is from like where it was last on the road to where that vehicle ended up. Also, you asked me earlier on, Marla, if those were golf bags. We did be able to push in. We can identify those as golf bags. That is really just, it's tragic to look at. It's very, very sad. And you can see how that vehicle just kind of came to a rest, or landed right there. Heavy front end damage. Clearly that vehicle tumbled several times. It might not even have rolled. It might have been end to end as it kind of bounced along here on the side of the road, coming to stop right there. You talked about airbag deployment. I can tell you it looks as though every airbag in that vehicle went off at one point or another. And also, we hear that LA County Fire, they had to use the jaws of life. We don't see any physical evidence where they were cutting into the vehicle, but clearly you can see that they tore apart that windscreen to get Tiger Woods out of that car. So again, this is an accident happening out here. They were calling it the intersection Black Horse. Black Horse is a little bit farther up the roadway, but the majors out here, up to the north, would be Silver Spur. It's actually closer to Palos Verdes Boulevard. The road that we're looking at there is Hawthorne. And again, we were thinking, how do you get that kind of speed going up this hill? It's very steep, but now we're seeing that it was actually going down the hill as it basically lost control, went across that center divider, probably hit that other curb right there and started tumbling. Again, these are just what we're seeing, the evidence, how we see it being laid out down there. We're not condemning or saying how this accident happened, but it does really, you really see that clear path of debris and then where that car ended up. And of course, you've just got to think, how fast was that vehicle moving at the time of the crash? Possibly there was a medical issue, who knows? But he is way up on that hillside, and you can see the damage to that vehicle.